We're here in sub-zero Davos on an early Thursday morning and with Sadiq Khan. He's the Mayor of London, Europe's financial capital. He was a Remain voter. He wanted the UK to stay in the EU, and that looks like it's not going to happen. Theresa May gave a sort of major speech this week. What was your take on it? Any concerns that you have in what she said? Anything that comforted you?
Well, look, I mean, we now know what the Prime Minister's plans are, the direction of travel is. The British public voted to leave the European Union, to leave the structures and the legal institutions. What the British public didn't do was to vote to make us poorer. And the key thing I'm trying to impress upon our government is actually privileged access to a single market. The continued ability to attract talent is crucial for jobs, growth and prosperity, but also to say to our European friends that actually a hard Brexit is a lose-lose for London and for Europe as well, because the reality is, if it's the case that we don't have privileged access to a single market, if it is the case we can't attract talent, the evidence appears to be that the businesses won't leave London to go to Paris, Madrid or Berlin. They'll leave London to go to Hong Kong, Singapore or New York, which is bad for London, bad for my country, but also bad for Europe too.
A lot of the relationships, a lot of banks in London are there with a special arrangement with the EU called passporting. Now, do you expect that arrangement to continue? And if it doesn't, what kind of relationship can there be with the European Union that keeps this, as you say, win-win situation continuing once the UK leaves?
Well, that's one of the things that I'm keen to impress upon our government, how important the financial sector is to London and to our country, and the importance of the passporting of financial services, not just for the banks, but for insurance, for investment firms and for others too. Clearly, if you are Paris or Frankfurt or Berlin or Madrid, you're keen for those businesses to come to your cities. And what's crucial is that when the British government negotiates with the European Union, she understands the importance of these sorts of things: privileged access to a single market, passport and financial services, the continued ability to attract talent are some of the things that the government needs to bear in mind when it comes to doing a deal with the EU, because the worst of all worlds would be a negotiation with the European Union that leads to businesses that leave in London, many of them not because they want to, but because they have to, because their businesses rely upon access to a population of 500 million and the passport and financial services.
Great. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.